the concerns, if I may call it, or criticism, if you put it that way, is that the whole process, Mr. Sharma, is tech-driven, too tech-heavy, no human interface, nobody there to help or clear doubts. You're dealing with senior citizens, people above the age of 70, 75. Who do they go to clear their doubts? Can there be a human interface? How do you react to that?
Now, well, I don't know what is the meaning of too tech-based and no human interface. Kindly remember that we are actually going to cater to 1/6 of humanity. And that cannot be done unless you have a technology backbone. You cannot ensure that the person who got vaccine X gets the same vaccine after 20 days, 28 days as a second dose unless you have his information. So it's important that it's not some kind of, in one village you are vaccinating and everybody knows everybody, and that's not the situation. You are vaccinating, going to vaccinate 1.3 billion people. And therefore, it is important to have a kind of information system which can ensure that a person gets correct vaccination, the person gets vaccination at the time when it is due, the second dose, person gets a certificate to the fact that he has been vaccinated, both provisional and final. And this will require a technology infrastructure, and that is what we have put in place. With regard to the human part, obviously, when you go to the vaccination center, then of course there are human beings available there who will actually guide you, help you. And it is not necessary that you can vaccinate yourself only after, sort of registering on the system. You can even go walk in. You can, wherever the vaccination is taking place, you can go and you can register yourself. You can actually get yourself vaccinated after showing the identity proof. And for people who are between 45 to 60, they can show their comorbidity certificate. So that's how it operates.
Right. You're saying that the walk-in provision is there, but there are fears that the digital divide could hurt the exercise, the availability of internet in urban-rural divide. Have you noticed that so far that there are higher numbers vaccinating themselves in urban areas compared to rural India, sir?
I do not foresee any divide. What I foresee is that there in the rural areas where people may not have access to internet or may not have access to some of these smartphones, etc., we will have a different approach. That approach will be to, bring the people, motivate these people like we do in the immunization program and to the center and vaccinate them. So that's how it will operate. People will have to be, sort of informed, convinced, told that there is a vaccination center which is working near them. They can come and get themselves vaccinated. This is how it is going to happen. So I think we will take care of that divide, by various kinds of, methods to ensure that people are, the whole system is inclusive and does not leave anybody out.
Mr. Sharma, India has set the target of getting 30 crore people vaccinated by July. And when I look at the numbers, you seem nowhere close to that. Is that really achievable, or is that just a hopeful target? What's your sense?
No, the question is, I don't speak of numbers. I am only responsible for creating a technology architecture for making this process, smoothing this process to make this process citizen friendly. And that's what we have done. There is a demand-driven system. People are themselves coming forward and registering. And then we are providing vaccination facilities in both private and public sector hospitals. There are about more than 25,000 hospitals where such services are being provided. So I see no reason why there should be any shortfall. But I will not be able to, talk of targets and achievements and numbers, because this is a situation, this is a system which is citizen-friendly, citizen-driven.
Mr. R.S. Sharma, I know you've got a tough job on your hands, but I appreciate your joining us and clearing at least some of the doubts. The big question that you've answered today is don't go to the CoWIN app, go to the CoWIN website if you want to register. A number of people this morning were trying to go on the app.